I didn't know a single day could break a person completely and then rebuild them stronger than ever until it happened to me. Before I begin, my name is Emma Collins, and this is the story of the day my parents publicly disowned me, and how that moment became the beginning of a life I never imagined. A controlling childhood. Growing up in the Collins household was like living inside a glass box. Beautiful from the outside, suffocating from the inside. My father, Daniel Collins, was a respected lawyer. My mother, Margaret, carried our family name like a crown. They wanted perfection, obedience, and a daughter who followed their dream, not her own. They wanted me to study law, but I wanted to write. I wanted stories, words, emotions, a world that belonged to me. When I secretly applied for an English literature degree, I knew I was breaking their biggest rule. Your choices are not yours, they're ours. But I still did it. And that choice would eventually cost me my home, my parents, and the life I once knew. Graduation day. The sky was clear, the campus decorated with banners, proud parents holding flowers and balloons. Everyone looked excited, except mine. My parents stood stiff, distant, and cold. My mother didn't hug me. My father didn't congratulate me. They only came because people expected them to. When my name was called, Emma Collins, Bachelor of Arts in English Literature, graduated with honors. My best friend Lily screamed with joy. My parents didn't even clap. Still, I smiled. I tried to pretend everything was normal. But the universe had different plans for me that day. The public disowning. After the ceremony, families gathered for pictures near the fountain. Laughter filled the air. Then my father did something that silenced everything. He stepped forward, raised his voice, and said loudly, "If anyone is wondering why our daughter chose such a disappointing degree, let me make it clear, from today, Emma is no longer our responsibility. She chose a useless path, and we will not support it." I couldn't breathe. People turned. Cameras turned. Then my mother added softly, "We did everything to give her a stable future. She threw it away. And we can't pretend anymore." A public disowning. At my graduation, on the happiest day of my life, my heart broke in front of hundreds of people. Thrown out. Lily drove me home because I was shaking too much to drive. When we reached the house, something waited outside the gate. 2 suitcases. Mine. They had already changed the locks. That night, I cried on Lily's couch until my pillow was soaked. But in the middle of that pain, a tiny spark of strength flickered inside me. A voice whispered, "Emma, this is your moment. Stand up." Starting from zero, I found a tiny studio apartment with peeling paint and a broken heater. I took a waitressing job during the day and wrote at night. Sometimes I skipped meals. Sometimes I cried myself to sleep. But I kept writing. Short stories, articles, blogs, anything. And people started noticing. One day I received an email. "Emma, we loved your piece. Are you open to a long-term writing contract?" My hands shook. Yes, yes. Slowly, life began to change. I worked harder than I ever had. I wrote until sunrise. I built an online following. 2 years later, something unbelievable happened. My first novel hit #1. My world transformed. I bought a nice apartment. People invited me to speak at events. Readers sent messages saying my writing healed them. Everything I dreamed of happened. Not because of my parents, but because of me. The unexpected phone call. One evening, after a book signing, my phone buzzed. A number I hadn't seen in years. "Mom." My spine froze. I answered. Her voice trembled. "Honey, things have gone very bad. Your father and we need your help." Their business had collapsed. Investors pulled out. They lost the house, the cars, everything. And now they needed me. The daughter they threw away like trash. They asked if they could stay with me for a few months. The final confrontation. We met the next morning in the lobby of my building. They looked older, weaker. Not the proud, flawless people I once feared. Dad spoke first. "We were wrong, Emma. We were too proud, too controlling. Mom's eyes filled with tears. Please, sweetheart, forgive us. My heart twisted. I remembered standing at my graduation, humiliated. I remembered the suitcases thrown outside. I remembered the nights I cried alone. But I also remembered something else. I survived. I built a life on my own. I took a deep breath. I forgave you a long time ago, I said softly. But forgiveness doesn't mean I forget. And it doesn't mean I can let you walk back into the home you kicked me out of. Their faces fell. You can rebuild your lives, I continued, but not by leaning on me. Not again. I wasn't cruel. I gave them contacts for social support, financial advisors, and temporary housing. But I didn't take them home. Some wounds heal. Some doors close forever. Freedom. When I walked back to my apartment, I didn't feel cold or empty. I felt free. Truly, completely free. The day my parents disowned me wasn't the day my life ended. It was the day my life began. And if anyone asks me today who I am, I smile and say, my name is Emma Collins, and I built myself.